get him. That don't mean that that's what. That don't mean that that's the. Salakia. 1 second. That don't mean that that's the thing that the Lord. I'm looking for this 100,000-year prophecy in Revelations, my Shamar Yamayan. Y'all can get that for me. That'll help me out real quick. And then it's another one in Psalms 89 I called for. You got the Psalms 89? All right, so give me give me verse 28. Start at verse 28.
Psalms chapter 89, verse 28. My mercy will I keep for him forevermore, and my covenant shall stand fast with him. His seed also will I make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven.
Who is this talking about? You don't know? Anybody? Go ahead and take the guess, Julian.
Is this talking about YAHANNA?
Nah, this is talking about David, King David. If you go back up, verse 20. Go ahead and read verse 20.
Psalm chapter 89, verse 20. I have found David, my servant. With my holy oil have I anointed him, with whom my hand shall be established. Mine arm also shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not exact upon him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him.
Mm-hmm. So you see it's talking about David, right? Now go back down to where we was at. What is that, 28 or 26? Go to 27.
Psalm chapter 89, verse 27. Also, I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth. My mercy will I keep for him forevermore, and my covenant shall stand fast with him. His seed also will I make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven.
All right, so you see, it's something that's very important why I brought you here, right? In the kingdom that the Lord is gonna give us, right? It ain't no certain time frame that we would rule and then all of a sudden it'll be over and now we back on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord planned on putting us at the top, he planned on putting us at the top forever. That's why I'm bringing you in. When he's speaking about this, David is a Judite, right? He's bringing this bringing up David and saying, this is my dude right here. I deal with this brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be dealing with David no matter what. I'm going to make him my firstborn, right? Higher than the kings of the earth. You see that in verse 27? Read that one more time.
Psalm chapter 89, verse 27. Also, I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth.
So that means that there wouldn't be no kings that's be higher than King David. This is the thing you got to understand about, you know what I'm saying, like the difference between being in, we done been on the bottom so long, we don't even understand rulership. We don't even understand how it's supposed to work. Like say me and Yamayan, we both kings, right? We both kings, and I'm a king of Palaka, my city. And he's the king of the whole Georgia. He got more men. He got a bigger army. He has more jewel. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you thought you was stunting in your Chrysler 300 till a real Bentley pulled up. You see what I'm saying? Like, for what we talking about, just for us to be in any type of rulership, it was seen far-fetched. Like, damn, we was in rulership with King James. He was ruling over a certain thing, but they end up running this man out. You know what I'm saying? Certain places or whatever the case may be. It's just like when they talk about how strong I.S.U.P.K and all this shit was. Salaki for my language. He talk about him, right? They end up running them out of there. You get excommunicated. You got to get, what they call it when you get kicked out of your country? What they call that? Where they make you leave. Go ahead.
Exile.
Yeah, you in the exile, right? You ain't really got no power. They come take your country from you. You know what I'm saying? Saddam Hussein was bad. He had the thing on lock. U.S. come in there with bringing all this, that, or the other. Next thing you know, this man is in a hole. He living in a hole. That ain't real power, brother. It's temporary power. What we trying to get is something that will never. Read verse 27 again.
Psalm chapter 89, verse 27. Also, I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth.
Keep going.
Verse 28. My mercy will I keep for him forevermore, and my covenant shall stand fast with him. And his seed also will I make to endure forever.
You notice something in these last two verses. What sticks out to you in these last two verses? Yeah, go ahead.
Forevermore.
Forever, ever. This is what the children of Israel is supposed to reign and rule in the earth is supposed to be. But when we look at the dark ages, we see a period of time where it happened, and then after that, all the Israelites all over the planet is on the bottom again, right? And his throne as the days of heaven. If you read verse 30, it goes into what happens if we sin. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure he check it, but we still will be in rulership. Now go Yama, give me the other scripture I called for. And by the way, this is Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, back in 1969. We are under commanding General YAHANNA. All right. This Truth 101 class, I.S.U.P.K, Florida, No Cows, Florida on YouTube. No Cows, Florida School. Priest and Officer Kazak Damar. We call this Truth 101. We teach the basics of what we teach here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge here every Monday, 7 o'clock. All right. Brother had a question. It was about the dark ages. Now, my man, Captain Katazai is one of the brothers who taught me a lot about the dark ages. Coming from the world, I ain't know nothing about this. I ain't even know it existed. I thought King James was a white man. I thought King James was gay. All types of stuff I done heard about it. But one thing I did know, I always knew he didn't write the Bible. But the brother's thing is, if we reigned in Europe for this time, was we keeping the commandments in order to do that? And the answer is absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? The Lord always had, he always had a certain, he always had a certain group of people he set aside to maintain and to keep this truth within the earth. But the main people you'll see in the forefront, those people that was ruling was probably not them. You know what I'm saying? They probably was being persecuted. They was probably going through all kind of hell because of what their forefathers did. You understand? Like I was telling him, like I said earlier, while King James was over there in Scots ruling, there was some niggas on some slave ships. You know what I'm saying? Columbus started in 1492. So they was deep into the slave trade by 1611 when King James was getting all them scholars to rewrite the Bible. So don't get it twisted. Just because one of us doing good, we're judged as a nation. You have to remember we judged as a nation. So when you see brothers like, you know what I'm saying, on TV, they stunting and they shining and look at my car and look at my crib, you got to look at the other side of it. It's people who ain't got no cars, people ain't got no cribs, people ain't got none of that. None of that. It's people fighting just to stay alive every day while the brother's shining. And the thing about it is, that's why the brotherhood is so important, because they always talk about, man, we had a financial plan, brothers can get money, we'll be good. The problem is, if I got money tomorrow and I leave the niggas that ain't got no money and go stay over here by the white people, and I ain't coming back to the hood, and I ain't spending no money in the hood, and I ain't bringing no money back to the hood, then what? How the hell does it help my brother? How? It does not. It does not. What we need is a moral compass. You can do this. You cannot do that. You must do this. You must not do that. That's what's going to help black people. That's what we need. Now, not one nigga with a whole bunch of money, and then now everybody who rode with him, they and his entourage, they still ain't got no damn money. He just making them look good. Or I'll put the niggas on some new Jordans. I bought the whole clique new Jordans. I bought the whole clique new cars and necklaces and all of that other stuff. They still ain't got it. He got it. We judged as a nation. So when you see one brother doing good or done accomplished something, just realize there's millions of other brothers that is right now 2 million blacks and Hispanics locked up in prison. You know what I'm saying? 2 million. Not 200,000. 2 million. Chew on that for a minute. You got my precept? Let's go.
Revelations chapter 20, verse 7.
Let me get there with you. Revelations chapter 20, verse 7. Everybody go there real quick. I ain't going to spend a whole bunch of time in this. I just wanted Junior to see this real quick. The brother asked a question. And we went to Psalms 89 so we could see that the Lord wanted us to reign forevermore. He wants David and his throne to be as the days of heaven. Go ahead.
Revelations chapter 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired.
Nah, you got to go back up. You got to go back up.
Start at 4.
Yeah, let me see. Because the one we trying to get to is 7. Know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, let's go there. What's going on, Mashamar?
That's what I was about to say earlier. It really looked like you just saw that verse 1.
All right, yeah, I know, but here's the thing, right? Whenever we going into Revelations, I always, it don't matter what, unless I got all my notes sitting right in front of me on it, I always have certain things that I remember and certain things that I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we could go to verse 1, but I'm not gonna get in depth and break it all the way to hell down unless somebody needs that. All right, so we can go start at verse 1 now. I think the priest want me to start at verse 1. Like, what the hell is going on here? Good.
Revelations chapter 20, verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Here we go. So now there comes a time this man sees a vision. Now think about it like this. Remember, time ain't in the Bible as exact the way we look at it, right? If it say 10 years, or if it say 100 years, or if it say forever, it's all relative. It's all relative. Now, you got an angel that comes down and he binds this devil. He binds the devil for 1,000 years. Meaning he put him in his place. He can't do nothing. He locked down. Keep going.
Gone. Verse 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more.
For 1,000 years, you got the truth coming back into the earth. You know what I'm saying? You got the what they call it, the book. They got the Russian icons. You got, you know what I'm saying, all these seals of David we can go back and look at. You got all these things. Paul them had that took the gospel of Christ into other places and it's building it to the point where you got the King of Scots down. This is 1,000 years after. You know what I'm saying? 1600 is like 1,300 years after Paul, but he's yet going back to rewrite these scriptures to make sure that this thing is intact, to translate it into us up under Greek and Roman and English people and Spanish people, Spaniards, right? Keep going.
Come. Till 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
You see that right there, right? You see that right there, Junior? The Lord locked the devil down for a period of time, but after that, he gonna be loosed for a season. Now, is it talking about like spring, fall, or is it talking about, you know what I'm saying, a period of time? Just like the 1,000 years is relative, a season is relative as well. Keep going now.
Psalm verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with the Mashiach 1,000 years.
Now, here's what you got to understand. If you know anything about reincarnation, if you know anything about, know a thing about the kingdom and all of this, you'll see this not the kingdom, right? Now, at the end of the day, if you really think everything is literal and you're not understanding that this was John seeing and having a vision about certain things that were to come and trying to explain it in the best way he can, right? How he's seen it is niggas reigning over the devil. Niggas reigning over the people that will oppress them, and they couldn't do nothing for a minute. They couldn't get back over them. And the people that he saw doing it was the people that were beheaded for Christ, beheaded for the word of God, the people that was took out for trying to serve the Most High, the people that did not bow to the image, right? Neither was they lost in Greek mythology. Remember we was talking about the wheats and the tares, right? And I said how we was all tares, but we can all, through Christ, we could come back and become wheat, right? These people that was on top at some point was the people that was serving the Most High. When everybody else was serving Baal, when everybody else, at some point, now here's what I'm saying. That don't mean when they was kings, they ain't gonna get them an African woman. I mean, King James ain't had no African woman. Just like Solomon did. He had an African woman, an Edomite woman, and every other kind of woman he wanted. We always sinned against the Lord, especially when he put us on top, especially when he gave us a little bit of money, a little bit of clout, a little bit of power. We never done it right. Never. That's why we needed a righteous king in order to sit on top of us who was going to come and show us. That's why I was talking about in Psalms 89. In order for it to be done right, you need righteous leadership. When we talk about these other groups and all of this other stuff, I'm sure there's some brothers in there that have intentions on doing the right thing, just like it is in church. A lot of people want to do the right thing. But when your leaders see you and you doing something you don't supposed to do and they don't correct you, they don't love you. They're not the type of leaders that the Lord needs. You can see a brother doing something wrong, correct that brother, and end up changing his life. That's something different. And here, before you ever see me doing anything that I ain't got no business doing, you better snitch on me. You better take me to counsel. You better call me out on it. And I'm going to do the same thing to you. Anybody that was in the, I think it was the last one, it might have been the one before that, major council. You know what I'm saying? It is a must that you follow the rules of Yahushua when you're dealing with a brother. If not, know what I'm saying? You better go check it. See what the head's got to say about it. Hey, know what I'm saying? I went to Kazakh crib and the joint smell like weed. I don't know. I mean, that nigga gonna teach me something. He ain't keeping the law. See a nigga young ride around town with a white bitch. And they gonna teach me son. He ain't right. At the end of the day, we all gotta keep each other in line. But here's the point. The Lord allowed those people who did the right thing at one point or another in that span of time rule over the white man, but it was for a season. That's what it says. It wasn't the forever that we trying to get where he'll never be on top of us again. Keep reading.
Con. Verse 5. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished.
Yeah. You see that, right? All the souls that's in the earth right now, they had to be put somewhere for a minute. Right? Guess where they was put at? Can anybody take a wild guess?
Lucky.
Go ahead.
In bondage.
They was on them slave ships. You absolutely right. They was in the what they call it, the back door of Africa, right? In Sierra Leone, getting taken captive by the Africans, getting sold to the Arabs and the white man and the Spaniards, while King James was reigning and living good and eating and prospering. The Lord allowed it for a period of time. Keep going on.
Con. This is the first resurrection.
This was the first resurrection. Now, here's the first resurrection, right? This is when the Lord within the earth allowed Israel to be great. But it was for the people who changed their life. Now, that don't necessarily mean now, because you're judged right now for some things that you did a long time ago, good or bad. Precept. Oh, y'all thought it wasn't going down tonight, didn't it? Yeah.
Isaiah 14:21.
What's Isaiah 14:21 say?
I don't want to misquote it.
Go to it and get it. If you think you know it, go to it. Go to it and get it. Anybody else? Let me repeat what I said. Go ahead.
Something I don't remember the verse, but for the iniquity of the father.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. Find that one. I was. Go ahead, Mashamar. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21.
How I go?
Prepare slaughter for the children, for the iniquity of their father.
That's a good one.
And they do not right.
That's a good one, but that one's more so talking about the other nations. That ain't talking about us. Give me Exodus 34:7 real quick. Exodus 34:7. We can start at verse 6. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 34, verse 7.
Verse 6.
Exodus chapter 34, verse 6. And the Most High passed by before him and proclaimed, the Most High power, merciful and gracious, long suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth.
This is the Lord, right? He long suffering. He merciful, right? This is the Lord. Keep going.
Verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression for sin.
See, the Lord will forgive you. The Lord will forgive you, right? When you're really sorry. He'll forgive you for what you did. Does that mean you're going to escape the punishment for it? It's like, got another one of them glasses. Nobody got nothing to say? Does that mean you're going to escape the punishment because the Lord forgive you? Go ahead. Of course you're gonna say that. You looking at the scriptures. Keep reading now.
Verse 7. And that will by no means clear the guilty.
What? Read that again.
That will
Before that, read the part before that.
keep his mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin.
Mm-hmm.
And that will by no means clear the guilty.
That, the fact that he forgave you will by no means clear you of being guilty. Nah. By no means. That don't clear you from being guilty. You're still guilty. He just forgiving you. Keep going.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. My daddy went nothing. Hold on. I gotta deal with what he did. I thought every man got to bear his own burdens. What does this mean? Why do I have to read that again one more time? Why?
Keep his mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children.
Whoa.
Unto the third.
Keep going.
And upon the children's children. Unto the third and to the fourth generation.
All right. So once you understand that all we doing is life is a cycle, right? You coming right back. You coming right back, and you got to deal with those things that you did before, good and bad. And I saw under heaven the place of judgment, that iniquity was there. I saw under the sun, right, that righteousness was there. And I saw in the place of judgment under the sun, this is all in the Bible, right? And this tells you that you'll be judged within the earth. You're judged right now for things that your grandfather did, whether you know him or not. You might be him. You might just be him. Or you might be his daddy. Or you might be his brother. You know what I'm saying? Here's the point. What I'm saying. There was a period of time where the righteous, the people that did righteousness in the sight of the Lord, and he was pleased with, he allowed them a chance where he bind up the devil for a period of time and allowed them to reign. But that's not the kingdom of heaven. Right? Let's go back to where we was at in Revelations chapter 20 and finish this out.
Come on.
This is important for us right here, verse 6.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power.
Here's the deal, right? If you're not in that time frame, then now this is what you got to understand. There's a first death and a second death. Anybody know what the first death is?
Come on.
Go ahead. Hold on 1 second. I got the brother in the class say nice and loud.
It's when you kill the old man within and change your life.
The first death is when you kill the old man that you used to be and you change your life. If he don't die, the Lord gonna kill him. Everybody understand? If he don't die, the Lord gonna kill him. You gotta kill him. Go ahead.
So if you kill off the first man, are you safe from Exodus 34 and 7?
Exodus what?
The precept that we just read.
You talking about his children's children? That's judgment, though. That's judgment. Judgment. Okay. Not to get confused, right? Here's the thing. When you kill off the old man, what you're trying to do is get out of the judgment that you are already in, right? Let's say I was on this earth before and I did nothing the Lord said and I died, a wicked bastard. I never came into the truth. Now I'm back here and I get born in Palaga, Florida, and move to Jacksonville. My mama 15 years old. I got to grow up in, you know what I'm saying, around dope dealers and crackheads and niggas that's robbing and shooting each other up and killing each other and all of this. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to escape the hell and the judgment that I'm already getting from my father's father by pleasing the Lord right now. By killing the person that I am that follows my flesh and serving the Lord as opposed to serving my own lustful self. The way I might have did before. I might have been a nigga who served the Lord before and I'm back again to do the same thing. Or I might have missed it and spent my entire life and died doing whatever the hell I want to, and the Lord done sent me back to give me another chance. Mercy and judgment, you're not missing that part when you say, do we get to avoid Exodus 34? No, he's still forgiving sin. He's still willing to forgive your sin. You just got to stop sinning. But by no means is what it say clearing the guilty. You still did what you did. Your daddy did what he did. Here's what I'm telling you. We are judged as a nation. So if I don't do it and Yamayan's doing it, I'm still getting judged. You know why? Because we both Israel. Individual accolades mean nothing. That's the point. It don't matter if I just get me and my wife together. I got to get you together. That's the job. Christ knew the truth. He didn't break not one single law. And he got the judgment. Think about that. He got the judgment you deserve to die. Now you ain't got to die. You understand it or no, Junior?
That was pretty much why you were saying, like, if you know, I come over your house and it smells like weed, I gotta call you out.
You better.
Because we judged as a nation.
We judged as a nation, brother. It ain't just good enough for me to get my stuff together. I gotta get my brother. It's precept. If you in the Truth 101 class, I pull this all the time. Nobody know? Go ahead, Mashamar. What is that? Nah, that's not the one I'm looking for. Anybody else want to give it a try for? I give it to y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you run that question by me again?
Okay, the question is, what I was saying is, it ain't enough for me to get myself together, right? Followers of Christ Christ didn't break not one, he didn't break not one commandment, but he taught the men that follow him that they got to get their life together. But not only that, they got to go teach other men to get their life together. It changed when Christ came on the scene, right? Now I'm responsible for my brother because we're judged as a nation. Even though Christ didn't commit one crime, he still took the judgment for you, for the sin you got. You got the answer?
I was going to say, gather ourselves together, O nation not desired.
That's a good one. That ain't quite what I'm looking for. Anybody else? Go ahead.
So after we follow Christ, we have to change our life with and follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, that's a given. What I'm saying is, it ain't enough for you to do it. Why you think we go to camp? Nobody want to hear what the hell we got to say at camp. Why are we there? Couldn't we just come in a setting like this, right? Y'all all chose to come to class. Y'all want to hear what I'm saying. But like we're out there with the Kentucky 8, the sister, a black female comes up on the Black Lives Matter movement and says to the priest, don't nobody want to hear that righteous shit today. Go ahead. You know that they was out there for her. Y'all know that, right? I could just take, you know how Christ said, I could just take this truth, take it back to my house, and you know what I'm saying, I'm good, right? But we judged as a nation. This is the difference. This is how much the Christian church don't understand brotherhood. When they teach you about that, oh, you saved. I'm saved. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. Y'all all heathens. Hear what I'm saying? Brother, we got to put it back to where you understand that it's bigger than you. That's the point about being Israel. I don't care what I become. If I can't help bring other brothers into the Lord's kingdom, I ain't shit. It ain't about me. I got to love my brother as myself. Somebody has? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Amos 3 and 2.
Yeah,
No, that's not it.
That was at a camp. That was at camp on Kentucky.
Yeah, BLACKWATCH, I don't know what rock you've been up under. Just Google Kentucky 8. Google Kentucky 8. Yeah, that happened. And the brothers got into it, and they was attacked by the Black Lives Matter people with the Black Lives Matter movement. And they had all types of weapons and everything else. And every brother made it home safe. But the people that came against them did not. All right. Somebody got the precept I asked for. What's the precept?
Are you referring to Matthew 4:19? Follow me and I will make you fishers of men.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's not what I'm looking for, though. That's a good one, though. I'll take that one, but that's not the one I was looking for. Anybody else? One more, and I'll give it to you.
Salaka, sir.
Go ahead. Nice and strong.
I would say, is it Exodus 18?
What does Exodus 18 say?
22? And let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter that shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge, so shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burdens with thee.
That's good, but that's specifically talking about the priest. What that's talking about is Moses had to rule over all of Israel. It's so many damn problems. It's so many people got so much going on that the Lord told him to go and get some help. So he said, you got to put some men that's trustworthy up under you. You know what I'm saying? So they can bear the burden of all taking care of all Israel. Even though he's one man, now he got captains and officers up under him. So, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine, like I always be hearing like General Muhammad talk about how his phone never stops ringing. Never. Teaching class, he has, hey, Yama, get the phone, man. Answer it. Y'all ain't never seen him do that? Mm-hmm. Get the phone. It ain't never stopping. I done seen him start. It was Commanding General YAHANNA. You think Commanding General YAHANNA don't know he teaching a class? Right now, nigga, this is more important. Answer your damn phone. I done seen this happen, brother. Plenty of time. Any brother call me that's over me right now, y'all got to hold on. But here's the point. Luke chapter 21, verse 31. Somebody give it to me. This is what I was trying to get to.
Come on.
You got it? Let's go.
Luke chapter 21.
22. Salakia.
Luke chapter 22.
Verse 31.
Luke chapter 22, verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to save you.
Read that again.
And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
This is what I'm going to tell y'all. This is what Yahawashi told Peter, right? Remember, Peter was the dude he left in charge when he left. But this is what he told him when he was still alive. Listen, Satan is trying to jam you up. He's trying to do you dirty. He wants you to fail. He's trying to sift you as wheat. He want to chop you down. Satan's trying to kill you. Every one of y'all on this phone, every one of y'all in this class, Satan wants you to fail. He desires to have you. He wants you to work for him. He wants you to do his will, that he may sift you as wheat so he can destroy you. Keep reading.
Come on one con. Verse 32. But I have prayed for thee.
But I'm praying for you though. I'm hoping the Lord is with you. I'm hoping the Lord is with you. That might be recorded. Go ahead.
That thy faith fail not.
That you will follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, that you will believe and hold on to what the Lord is giving you. Keep going.
And when thou art converted.
And when you are converted, meaning you are no longer that dude that Satan has any type of control or power over. Once you become him, once you done killed that old man, right? Keep going.
Strengthened by brethren.
Do what now?
Strengthened by brethren.
Strengthen thy brethren. Once you get it, you got to go get your brothers out. You cannot take this. The scriptures say, Shalom, Lord Christ. The scriptures say, a man do not find a candle and hide it up under a bed. You got the greatest thing in the world. This is life. This is the power to break down nations, the power to tear down strongholds, the power to raise the dead, the power to cleanse the lepers. Now you got it. What you gonna do with it? You gonna take it and put it in your notebook? You gonna go around your people and you gonna hide being in the truth? You gonna be shy about knowing that the Lord is Lord, that Christ is the Messiah, that the Most High is the Most High? You gonna hide it up under your bed? What are you gonna do with this truth? Here's the order he gave Peter. Once you are converted, once you get your stuff together, once we get Satan off your ass, then you gotta go and help your brother. You got to. We judged as a nation. Everybody understand? It ain't just about me. Let's say you come in here and you rise and you think you something, you get a little rank in here, and now you able to listen. You better do the same thing the brothers did that was over you, to the brothers up under you. They need that. They need that. The same way you got it, you better give it to them. The same way Yahawashi taught it to Peter, Yahawashi cut Peter like nigga. He called him Satan. That's the nigga he left in charge. But he had to cut him in order to get him together. Well, what I'm saying right now is, brother, don't ever think this thing is an individual show. It's really all about brotherhood. It's not about me. I was telling my real this Captain because I said something so heavy one time. The Lord don't need me. I'm just trying to trick him into thinking he do. If you don't do it, a rock will do it. Remember they say that in the church. If I don't do it, the Lord will make a rock do it. Right? Jeremy Muhammad said, hey, you believe them niggas on them tapes when we was back in Times Square? In order for us to get enough men to go to camp, there was crackheads. In order for us to have enough manpower to go to camp, we put them niggas, get up here and put on all black and read. Them niggas ain't coming the truth. We just needed to go to camp. Hear what I'm saying? You got to do whatever you got to do to push this truth forward. You got to do whatever you got to do in order to be able for this thing to go on, because you might have, or what you think have yourself together, but it's another brother right next to you that's going through pure hell out. And if you don't be there for that brother, Nobody's going to. Nobody. Can you read it again? A lot. You good?
Yes, sir.
Can you read it again one more time from the top?
Kind, sir.
I think it's verse 32. I don't know.
Kind, sir. Luke, chapter 22, verse 32. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not.
Right.
And when thou art converted,
once you got it together, go ahead.
Strengthen thy brethren.
Get your brothers together. Get this nation together. We got a heavy charge in the truth, and people don't take this thing lightly that you in here. The Lord is trying to get you to do what Christ just told Peter to do. First, get yourself together, and then strengthen your brothers. Strengthen your brothers, even the weak ones. They gonna have to feed off you being strong, you not compromising this truth, you not wavering, you not being flawed, you not being a hypocrite. Sometimes that's the only thing they got. They not gonna see YAHANNA. They gonna see you. They gonna see you out. And if you ain't got it together, they might lose all hope. Just imagine, you know what I'm saying? You going to a brother in the world and you talking all this God. I'm saying it this way on purpose. Excuse my language, but this is how niggas talk. You talking all this God shit, and you doing the same thing we doing. You doing the same thing we doing. Don't let that be it. First, strengthen yourself, and then you got to go back and make them niggas get on what type of time you on. I ain't on that type of time no more, bro. I ain't with that no more. I don't do that no more. I'm on this right now. You know why? Because you understand rulership is more important. Rulership is the best high you can get. Rulership is the best thing you can have. You think that woman is bad. Just imagine how bad the woman is when you in rulership. Think about it. Think about it for a second. Here's the point, Junior. We had it for a period of time. We ain't got it no more. What we want is that we want that forever that the Most High was talking about in Psalms 89. We don't want no period of time. Right? We don't want that. All right. Did I answer your question? I went through all that. Did I answer your question up?
Oh, not at one time. Two out of 1 question.
All right. Everybody understand the point I was trying to make about it not being about us? Really? It's really about our brothers, man. It's people like in America. I don't know. I ain't never been to Haiti, but I know it's some terrible, terrible spots. I ain't never been to Jamaica. I know it's some terrible, terrible spots. They was talking about the brother Officer Knott. They were talking about when they went down to South America. It's gutter. It's ridiculous. It's nothing. I went to Delaware all the way up. You know, Officer Matazapah told me this is what cursed in the city looked like. Hey, this is what he said. This is what cursed in the city looked like. It's terrible, brother. Everywhere. Ghetto Boy had a song called "The World Is the Ghetto." You think your hood hard and you go somewhere else. You go to Chirac. You go to New York. They think they hood hard and they come to Duval. Go to Orlando. Go to Miami. Everywhere you go, niggas is struggling. Everywhere you go, people has got it. We got to get our people together. And it starts with you getting yourself together. Any other questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a question. Actually, it was not on the topic. The question was in Hosea chapter 1, verse 3. Why did God command Hosea to marry a prostitute?
All right. Hosea. You said Hosea chapter 1, right? All right. First thing you got to understand is everything in the Bible is not literal, right? You got to understand context and what's going on. Hold on 1 second. Give me Give me Jeremiah 3 and 14. Go ahead to Hosea chapter 1. Let's start there. Let me get there with you, though. Let me get there with you. Hosea chapter 1. Go ahead, Trooper Bakwash.
The word of the Lord that came unto Isaiah, the son of Uri.
Where? Yeah. Nah, go where you was talking about, where your question was at.
The beginning of the word of the Lord that Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, who take thee a wife of portals and children of portals, for the land hath committed great mortal, departing from the Lord. And so he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblah, which conceived and bare him a son. And the Lord said unto him, call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu.
All right, so look, so check this out, right? I'm gonna ask you the same question you asked me. Why would the Most High tell a brother to go and marry a whore? Why would he do that? Now, keep in mind that the law that the Most High gave is you should not deal with whores. So is there a contradiction in the Bible? Does the Lord not know what he wants? He say don't deal with her. He don't deal with harlots. Don't deal with whores. Now he tells this man who is a prophet to go and marry a whore. Why?
That's a good question.
He said that's a good question. All right, go ahead, Racone.
Salaki, if I may, I want to show the backsliding and the horrid ways of Israel, his chosen people.
Here's what the Lord wants him to see. The Lord wants this prophet to see how he looks at us. Somebody, one of the priests, I want y'all to give me our righteousness. All our righteousness is as filthy rags. Give me that, right? Somebody else give me Jeremiah chapter 31 and 32.
Khan.
You got it?
Khan.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 31 and 32. Not according.
No, go up one.
Khan. Verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Yeah, so the Lord is talking about he making a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, right? These are the 12 tribes split up in the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Keep going.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
Why not according to the covenant he made with our fathers? Because we broke it. Keep going.
In the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
Keep going.
Which my covenant they break.
My covenant they did what?
They break.
They broke. We broke the Lord's covenant. He made an agreement with us and we broke it. Right? Just like that agreement you made with that woman that you and her was going to be together forever. Just like agreement you made with that man that you and him was going to be together forever. Sound good, don't it? Sound real good on Facebook. Yamayan got married. Sister such and such and such. Whatever Hebrew name you want to insert right there. Got married. Forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Till things start going wrong. Now you got to think about this. Your covenant you made to deal with this woman forever. To deal with this man forever. Now you in some BS. Right? Now you in some BS. You want out of this covenant. Can I get a no? Can I get a divorce? Can I go somewhere else? Can I do something else? Anything besides keep my word and my covenant and the thing that I said I was going to do. This is what the Lord wanted Hosea to see. I want you to go make a covenant with somebody who don't give a damn about loyalty, who don't give a damn about your covenant, who only gives a damn about themselves. So you can see how I feel when I chose Israel, when I picked them and I brought them by their hand out of the land of Egypt, and then I made a covenant with them. And guess what they did? Read it again. What they do? The covenant, what? They did what?
Which my covenant they break.
They broke it. They break it all the time. Keep going.
Although I was an husband unto them.
The Lord feel like, I'm daddy. I'm the man of this house. I run the show. I say what goes and what doesn't go. I'm the man. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to guide you. This is all the things that a husband's supposed to do for a wife. The Lord does these things for Israel. He lays down the law and the rules and everything else. I was a husband unto them. I provided. I protected Israel. Keep going.
Although I was an husband unto them, saith the Most High. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
So now he started talking about another covenant, because guess what? They broke it. Give me Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14 real quick. You got it? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 3.
That was quick.
Verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Most High.
Yep.
For I am married unto you.
Whoa, wait a minute. The Lord said he's married to us. Us. You talking about us? You talking about sinning ass us? You talking about the king of the whip it, baking soda shouted? You talking about them? You talking about the king of the twerk? The king of the whorehouse, the king of the trap. You talking about us, Judah. You talking about us. The king of what they call it, voodoo, Santeria. You talking about us? The Lord married to us. Really? Nigga, we disgusting now. The Lord married a whore. We serve every other thing. You try to convince your people not to have a turkey on Thursday. Try it. Just for fun. Just see what happens. They're going to serve that God. They're going to. Ain't nothing you could do to stop it. And guess what? Because you serve the creator of heaven and earth, you crazy. You crazy because you won't serve that God. Everybody with me? Keep going. Keep going.
For I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Here's the point. The Lord is trying to get us somewhere. As a nation, not as individuals, as a nation, he's trying to get us somewhere. But in order for us to see how the Lord feel about what we did to him, he had to have this prophet be joined to a whore so he can understand what the hell she's doing to him is the same thing Israel did to the Lord. It's the same thing. Somebody got our garments, all our righteousness. You got it? Let's come with it.
Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6. But we are all as unclean things.
We are all as an unclean thing. It's talking about Israel. What it said right before that? Go to the one right before that. Right before that.
Verse 5.
Isaiah what?
Isaiah 64, chapter 64, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness.
Yeah.
Those that remember thee in thy ways.
This is what the Lord wants. He wants those that worketh righteousness and remembers him in his ways. Right? Go ahead.
Come. Behold, thou art wroth, for we have sinned.
The Lord is wroth because we done sinned against him. We won't even do the righteousness and work the righteousness. Keep going.
Come. and those is continuance, and we shall be saved. Verse 6, but we are all as an unclean thing.
We are all, every last one of us.
And all of our righteousness are as filthy rags.
All of our righteousness we trying to do in the scripture in the New Testament, right? It say
are as filthy rags.
It's as a, no, this is the Old Testament. In the New Testament, it says, I want you to use. It's a scripture where Paul is saying like, present your body as a living sacrifice, right? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, which is your reasonable service. You think you doing something because you following the law now? When you done smoked as much as you wanted to and had all type of unlawful sex and did everything you wanted to do your whole entire life, you think you doing something because you done kept a Passover? Because you told a white girl you wasn't gonna smash? You think you good? You did everything you wanted to do your whole life. This is your reasonable service to serve the Lord and do what he said to do. Don't make you no better than nobody else. That's why we say what we say when we say I ain't shit. It was just saying that. It keeps you the understanding that right now, all it takes is one thing for somebody to do that you don't like in the truth, and you right back in the trap. You right back on doing whatever the hell you was doing before you ever met us, before you ever learned about the truth. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Keep going up.
Come on. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
It is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, all it takes, I can't say that. All it takes is a little bit of box. You'll stop serving the Lord right now. All it takes is some high grade, sweet Chiva. You won't give a damn about the Lord no more. That's all it takes. Think about how simple that is, bro. It's like seeing your wife. All a nigga got to do is have some Jordans. Like, she's supposed to love you, and she gives that nigga something that's supposed to be yours. Think about that for a minute. This is what the Lord wanted Hosea to see out. That's all it takes. Very simple. Something simple. How long will you simple ones love simplicity? The Lord is trying to give you forever rulership. That's what we read about when we started the class, right? Forever rulership, not temporary rulership, not you getting voted to be the governor or the mayor or whatever. It's you ruling and reigning under Christ. It's what the Lord want to give you. You rather have some box. Think about how simple that is. This is what the Lord wanted to see, BLACKWATCH. You got me? You understand? That was the purpose of it all. It was just for him as a brother who writes, who's going to write scriptures that we're going to be reading 2,000 years ago, to understand what the hell the Lord said. I was a husband unto you. The Lord look at us like a maxi pad, nigga. All our righteousness is as filthy rags. Whoever says Salakia, go ahead.
That was me. That was I was paraphrasing that he just wanted us to see what it was like, the same way that the way we do it through the Most High.
The Lord said he loved us, bro. He didn't love us. Give me your Amos chapter 3 you was trying to pull earlier. You only have I known. You ain't got to go get it. You ain't got to go get it. You only have I known out of all the families of the earth. The Lord said he loved us. Then he told Hosea, I want you to go and love a whore. Go and love a whore. So you can see how I was there. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. How y'all niggas did me. I'm saying it like that on purpose. How y'all niggas did me when I was there. When I protected y'all. When I led y'all. When I guided y'all. When I was there doing my job as a husband. and all you could think about was another God, was another people, was another nation of people that I did not, trying to be like them. That's what it was all about. You understand? All right. Any other questions? No other question? All right, somebody got the Hebrews 5 that I asked for earlier? It's 5 and 12, I believe. All right, go ahead and give it to me.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again,
Now,
which be the first principle.
One second. Walk with me. You speeding. Speeding. Listen. Here's where we was back then, right? When the brother was writing the Hebrews, and here's where we are now. Everybody want to be a teacher. Everybody want to know something. Everybody want to be deep. Everybody want to be heavy. There's a problem. There's a problem with everybody wanting to know everything. We got need that somebody teach us again. Because everything that we've learned up until this point is no good. Everything that we learned has been a lie. We got need that somebody teach us again. Now here's the problem with that. You done knew something your whole life, and then you find out it's a lie. What you mean? I done knew my whole life that Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player in the world. Now he not. I done knew my whole life that Janet Jackson was the baddest broad on the planet. Now she not. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I done knew my whole life Jesus Christ was a white man. Now he not. I knew my whole life the law is done away with. Now it's not. How the hell you gonna deal with that? How? Anybody? How do you deal with finding out that everything you've been taught was a lie? First thing you're gonna do is argue with the nigga that's trying to tell you that. You're gonna argue with the nigga that's trying to tell you that. You know why you're gonna argue with him? Because he's telling you something that you done stood on year after year. December 25th. That's Jesus' birthday. Now all of a sudden it's not. That's Nimrod's birthday. What are you talking about? Nobody in the Bible celebrated birthdays because the day of one's death is more important than the day. It's better than the day of his birth. Go ahead.
Most High Christ. I was just gonna ask that. If that was Yahweh's birthday, then what was his death?
What you mean? Nah, but think about it like this. On what you saying, right? I had somebody come in the store the other day, and everybody with this happy Thanksgiving thing. I work retail. Everybody with this happy Thanksgiving. Have a happy Thanksgiving, right? So one of the people at the store that I work with, they say happy Thanksgiving to his wife. Either might say, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Person think they're gonna put me in a box with him, like, oh no, he don't either. He said, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. We don't celebrate none of them holidays. The only thing we celebrate is the anniversary of the death of Jesus. I was like, what the? Wait a minute. Out of all the things you can celebrate, you don't celebrate nothing except the anniversary of the death of Jesus Christ. Nigga, I'd rather celebrate Easter. Y'all niggas don't celebrate the resurrection. Y'all celebrate the death? Damn. What the hell going on here? Here's my point, bro. Everything outside of the truth is wrong. Everything. Everything outside of the truth is wrong. It ain't no way to make it and put it in a box and make it what it's supposed to be. right? We all have been taught things that we need to be taught again. You still got the scripture. Keep rolling. Keep rolling, whoever had it.
Out of one kind. Ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the power, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat.
You have become a baby. You need to be taught the beginning and the basics of what you need in this thing, and not try to be so heavy, not try to be so deep, right? You got to understand that what we've been taught in the past was not what it is. It wasn't. Now we got to get to a point where we can understand that the truth is, you ever heard the term, the truth hurt, is what they say. The truth hurt. Now you got to hear the truth, and you don't want to hear that. It don't sound great. It don't feel good. It don't feel good to say, happy is he that dasheth the babies aside. It don't feel good. It don't. We want to sing Kumbaya and love and all of this other stuff, right? Scriptures say, envy of not thy oppressor, and learn none of his ways. Don't try to be like your oppressor. Listen, my point is, everything that you learned up until now has been a lie. So when you hear the truth, expect it to hurt a little bit. Expect it not to feel good. The only way we're going to cleanse you from the foolishness that's been put on you your whole life is to give it to you blood raw. And if a nigga don't give it to you that way, he don't care nothing about you. He just really want to try to finesse you. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in the world, I used to ask the sister, I was like, what kind of niggas you like? And whatever kind of nigga she said, that's what kind of nigga I became. Oh, you like thugs, huh? Nah, I'm a thug. I ain't really no thug, though. But around her, I'm a thug, because that's what kind of nigga she like. Oh, you like brothers that got their life together. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I go to college and all that. I'm that dude. I'm the one you want. Whatever it is. Hear what I'm telling you. People who become that don't care nothing about you. They trying to finesse you in order for you to become what they want you to be. Everybody understand? When you hear this truth, it ain't going to feel good all the time. It ain't going to sound like what you want to hear. Take it. Take it up. Because it's going to make you a better man, a better woman. Somebody give me James 4 and 4. We're going to talk about this real quick. Let's go into this. Let's go into this real quick. James chapter 4 and 4.
Wakana.
Go ahead, Go ahead,
James chapter 4, verse 4.
Y'all can hear the brother fine, right?
Con out of one con.
All right, go ahead.
Con out of one con.
Go ahead,
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world...
You got James 4 and 4?
Kana Wakana.
Nah, that ain't what I'm looking for then. I'm in the wrong place. That's James. No, James 4 and 1. Salaki.
Kana Wakana. James chapter 4, verse 1. From whence come wars and fightings among you?
Where does the war and the fighting come amongst people that's in the truth? Anybody know? Don't worry about it. He gonna tell you. Keep reading.
Come they not hence, even of your lusts that war in your members?
Wait a minute. It might be kind of heavy, but it might be kind of simple. Somebody tell me what is he saying? They come from here. They come from here. Your lust that war in your members. What does that mean? Go ahead, Kawan. Go ahead.
Oh, God. The war that you fight, it comes from within. It comes from you fighting your flesh, from you fighting want to sleep with that whore, from you, you thinking one way and not following the laws, that's commandment. It comes from within you. That's the war.
You're right. You're right. Come on. Go ahead, Moses.
Well, that's what they're talking about. I think it's in their own family member.
Nah, that's not what he's talking about when he say your members, right? What he's saying is what Kawan was saying a little bit, but he's saying this is where the fighting that's coming between me and my brother is coming from. It comes from here. It comes from me wanting to do something and not being able to do it. So I'm fighting my brother. One second now. It comes from me wanting to do something and not being able to do it. So I'm fighting my brother. Has anybody ever, this might be, anybody ever met somebody that said, don't talk to me until after I had my cup of coffee in the morning? Anybody ever met somebody like that? Anybody ever met somebody who was like, I don't even want to talk to nobody. If I don't get up and wake and bake, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just like that. Till I have my first blunt, I don't even want to deal with nobody. Anybody? Y'all know that? Y'all ever heard that before? Okay, I know niggas that was the opposite of what you would think, right? They geeked up, they snorting lines, they doing whatever the hell they doing, bro. They good, you can deal with them. But if they not, everybody gonna get it. Anybody can get it. Anybody. For no reason at all. I know alcoholics, if they drinking, they good, they fun, they having fun. If they not, anybody can get it. Here's the point. When your members, meaning your body, right, the lust that you have, the desires that you have are not met, this is where you end up fighting your brother from. That's what's going on. Huh? So when you see it, think about it. Go to verse 2. Keep reading.
Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain.
All the things that you want to do that you cannot contain, that you cannot obtain, that you're not being able to do, all the things you lusting after that you don't have, is pissing you off. Keep going.
Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not.
The things that you want, all the needs that you have can be met, but the lust and desires that you have will not be met. The things that you need, it's a difference between needs and wants. Everybody think they need one thing, but in reality, they don't need what they think they need. They just want it. Keep going, Op.
Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss.
You ever been praying for something the Lord told you no? Somebody heard. Go ahead, Op. Who says Salakia like that? They said la man. The Lord said la nigga. I wanted it. Listen, I sat right over my daughter and I prayed, brother, that she would grow up and be strong. And the Lord said, no, nigga. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. I'm asking for what the hell I want. Now that I'm in the truth, I understand it don't matter what the hell I want. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard pill to swallow. You asking for something the Lord don't want. I want to be rich. I want to buy a Bentley, nigga. I want to come through stunting on all them hoes that turned me down in high school. The Lord don't want that. He like, nigga, you gonna go work your broke ass at that liquor store tomorrow. That's what you finna do. That's what you finna do, huh? And they all still don't want you. Listen what I'm saying. I'm playing, but I'm serious, brother. What we asking for, you asking up based out of your own lust and your own desire. You ain't praying for what the Lord want. Because if you is, the Lord wants you to never get that lust, to never have that desire that you want. He don't want you to have it. You know why? Because as long as you got that, you can never do what the hell He's telling you to do. You'll never do it. Long as you got that, you'll never get to a point where you need your brother. I remember I was selling insurance one time. I go in the house. I was like, it's a Levite household. Levite household. I sell the sister some insurance. She like, oh, you need to tell my mom about this. I need to tell my mama. I'm like, where your mama stay at? I can go over there and talk to her. You know what I'm saying? She like, no, my mama stay here. She go get her mama out the room. Mom, come in here. Mama come in here like that. All right. Oh, I need to tell my sister about this. Where your sister at? I go to her house. You could set up an appointment. I go over there and tell her about. No, my sister stay here. Oh, we need to tell my uncle about this. The whole time. Moses, tell me if I'm lying. I goes back to my Levite sister that I work with. I'm like, man, these people ain't got no money. All of them stay in the same house. She said, no, they all got money. They all got one bill. When we come from Haiti, we got one bill and we all stay in the same house and we save our money. I said, boy, Judites cannot do that. We cannot put up with each other. I'll be there, fault my brother, my sister, my uncle, my mama. Nigga, listen. Am I right or wrong, Moses? I'm right or wrong, Moses?
You are not lying.
Okay.
You are not lying.
I wish we could. I wish we could. Go ahead, Moses.
Yes, that's the same way, just like you said. When we come to this country and they said, don't be just like African, so-called African American people because they don't get together. They don't help their family. That's the same thing you just talking about, but which is a lie, but when you know the truth, what is like
it's really not though. The only reason you're gonna find brothers who deal with each other is because the Lord told us to do it. If it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't fuck with Salakia. I wouldn't deal with Yamayana. If it wasn't for the Lord, listen, Trooper Rakam is my cousin. We wouldn't talk at all. I just talked to 3 or 4 other cousins he was around. I ain't talked to in years. But I talk to him every day because of the Lord. Only because of the Lord. I bypass my mama house to come to Yamayan crib. And when I leave here, I'm going home. I ain't stopping by there. I'll see her when I see her. I'll see her when I see her. Here's my point. This is what I'm saying and why I'm bringing this up. The only reason we dealing with each other now is because of the Spirit of the Lord. That's the only reason. And the only reason we have problems is because we don't care about each other. The only thing we care about is what our members, our body desires. That's it. I'm hungry. Yum don't feed me. I might not come back next week. Might not. I gotta eat. Got time for this. You talking about? I teach this class from my house and I'll go to my own thing. This the thing. This how Judites think. I can do bad by myself. I can do bad by myself. I don't need nobody to help me struggle. I'm good. Brother, listen what I'm telling y'all right now tonight. Without brotherhood, we are going to fail. I'm telling you, we need each other. We need each other. And because this is what James is talking about, the same thing was happening back in his time. The only reason we was fighting, bruh, I'm telling you, let me not get my coffee in the morning. Let me not get my wake and bake. Let me not get my cigarette. This is why we fighting each other, because our body desires to do something and the Lord is telling us no. That's what he's talking about. Keep going.
Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust.
If the Lord would have gave me all that money I prayed for, if the Lord would have gave me everything I wanted in life, I wouldn't be here tonight. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I always try. And when I was in the world, I'd be like, I ain't never heard of nobody overdosing on weed. I'm going to try to see if it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I ain't never heard of that. You ever heard of that? I'm going to see if it's possible tonight. I would have been the only nigga on earth to succeed. Nigga can't say, well, I know this one nigga, I do fall. He the only nigga. But everybody else is good. Listen, we asking for things so that we can consume it with our lust. I wanted money in my mind. I like, oh, I would help this person and that person and that. I would have probably been tricking. I would have probably did something I ain't had no business that was against the Lord. Right? Keep going up.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
This is the same thing we was talking about. It's not literally talking about adulterers and adulteresses. It's talking about you wanting the things that your body wants more than you desire to serve the Most High Power. He is your husband, and you cheating on him with everything that you love more than you love him. With that broad, with your whatever vices you have. Some people, they will gamble themselves to death. They will lose house, home, everything, because they get their adrenaline rush off gambling. Now think about it. Gambling ain't even nothing that's against the law. Losing your bill money and your light bill money and all that gambling is. It's the thing, but it's your lust, it's your desires. You love that more than you love the Most High. He's calling you an adulterer and adulteress. Y'all seen what we brought out about him being our husband earlier. Keep going.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Your friendship with the world is enmity, meaning it makes you an enemy with the Most High. The things you love to do, your lust, your desires, is making you an enemy with the Most High. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Here's what I'm telling y'all tonight. Cut them ties. Cut them ties. Don't halfway be in the truth. You might as well just go ahead and thug it on out then. Go ahead and trap it out then. If you not all the way in here, ain't no sense in wasting your time. The world got so much to offer you if you don't want to serve the Lord. You can go be a rich nigga in Esau's kingdom. You can go have all your lust and desires, have threesomes and foursomes and sixsomes. They got all kind of pills out now. They got all kind of drugs out now. You can have whatever your heart desires in this world. Me personally, my heart has been changed to the point where the things that I love to do, I don't love to do no more because I ain't did them in so long. The things that I love to do, I don't even care about no more. I remember like it was yesterday trying to fight to stop smoking black and mild. That's a demon. I don't care what nobody say, nigga. I thought it was going to be weed. I thought it was going to be a lot of other stuff. Women, whatever. Nigga, just tobacco. Nigga, listen to me, bro. It's a demon that comes with it. It's hard, brother. I remember like it was yesterday. And I remember like 3 years ago now, I got a job working at a liquor store. They got a humidor. Every day I go in there and I say, you know what? I'm going to buy me a cigar today. Every day I go in there, I say that. And I don't. Is it because I'm better than anybody? Hell no. It's because the Lord done put a new spirit on me. And I don't like what I like no more. I don't like, you think I ain't see that white girl with the big booty? You think I ain't see her? I don't like what I like no more. I ain't never seen thick white girls when I wasn't in the truth. I never even was attracted to them. I come in here and find out you can't have them and then move to Orlando. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, y'all. It's ridiculous the way Satan desires to have you and sift you as wheat. But it's niggas that's praying for you, right? Don't get caught up in your lust. Keep reading now.
Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy?
The spirit that we have naturally, just being who we are, that spirit lusteth to envy. Meaning it's looking at everything else you see. I seen this nigga Floyd Mayweather in a room with like 14 girls. He can't even have sex with all them girls. But I was like, dang, I wish I was in that room. Damn, I wish I was there. That's lit. That's lit. Here's my point. For what? For what? What about rulership? What about having wives? What about having women that care about you for something other than you got some money? What about that? What about a woman that anything you tell her to do, she's going to say, "Con, I don't want con." That's better than all 14 of them stupid bitches. Salaki. All 14 of them. No matter how bad they is. At the end of the day, the things that we're searching for, it's our own lust and our desires. It has nothing to do with the Lord. It has nothing to do with brotherhood. Keep going out.
But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, God resisteth the proud.
Read that again. God resisted what?
But God resisteth the proud.
God resisted what?
The proud.
Here's the point. Where you at now in the truth? The first and foremost thing you're going to have to do is drop your pride out. This thing ain't about you at all. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I tried to give Commanding General YAHANNA some props in Atlanta for something, and he cut me to piss. Nigga, he don't want it. Christ gave niggas they sight back and said, don't tell nobody I did this. He don't want it. You who ain't did nothing. You want somebody to respect you? Earn it. You want somebody to look up to you? Earn it. You want somebody to be a brother to you? Be a brother to them first, even when they ain't. Christ died for you while you was yet a sinner. God resisteth the proud. Your pride is going to destroy you if you ain't careful. Everybody understand? Keep going, Racom.
But giveth grace unto the humble.
Humble yourselves in the sight of the Most High. You might get some grace. He might take some of this judgment off of you. He might take some of this hell you going off of you if you can humble yourself. If you can humble yourself. Go ahead.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Y'all get it? Y'all get it? For real. When you talk about submission, right? Can't nobody make you submit unless they beat you into submission. What you got to do is give somebody else charge over you. If I was up to it, I could be like, I'm a grown-ass man. I can smoke if I want to smoke. I can chill if I want to chill. I can sleep with who I want. You can, huh? You can. But what we do here in the truth is we let the Lord tell us what to do. We let the men of the Lord tell us what to do. Submit yourself to God. Resist the devil. Satan desires to have you and sift you as wheat. Resist the devil and he'll flee from you. Keep going.
Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you.
If you want to be close to the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth, go ahead. Get close to him. How do you get close to him? Do what the hell he said to do. Whether you want to or not. Whether it feel good or not. Whether you understand it or not. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Keep going.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
What?
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
Here's the thing, right? You ever heard the term people throw rocks and hide their, what they say, throw rocks and hide their hands? Throw rocks and hide their hands. You think what you doing, no, people don't know. Listen to what I'm telling you. The Lord sees everything you do. Everything. Good, bad, all of it. I remember this old lady that used to be at the church I used to go to. You know, she used to say, your pastor ain't got no heaven and hell to put you in. That's what she used to say. The Lord is going to give us the kingdom. The Lord is going to save people. The Lord is going to have grace and mercy. It don't matter what the hell Kazak think. It don't matter what general or captain, whoever think. Here's the point. You better believe that our minds are going to be aligned with the Most High. Else we would be out filling our own lust instead of doing this. This thing's a lot. Listen, you don't know how tired I was. I wasn't coming, bro. I'm telling you. I wasn't. You know what I said? I know one of the damn troopers is in Orlando. I know Yamayan got to go to work, and the other trooper went to a funeral. Yamayan said, I ain't got to go to work. Other trooper said, I ain't go to the funeral. I pull up, the other trooper, the first nigga I see. Damn. I'm here. F sleep. Because Satan desires to have y'all brothers and sift y'all as weak, but I'm praying for y'all. Now, here's what I want y'all to do. When you convert it, strengthen your brethren. Strengthen your brethren. Go get your brothers and show them brotherhood times 10. Even if they don't show it back. Even if they don't understand. Because that's what Christ told Peter to do. And the only thing that's going to stop you from doing it is the fact that you can't smoke a blunt. The fact that you can't drink all you want to. The fact that you can't sleep with that whore that you want to sleep with. That's it. Anything else, you'll be able to deal with them. You'll be able to deal with them. I learned something from the tribe of Levi. We got to be long suffering. You think they don't got no problems in the house? They got problems. But they on top of their bills, though. You got to put up with something sometimes in order to make other things work the way they want you to go. Everybody understand? All right. With that, I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Yamayan.
Come. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. Where the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commander General YAHANNA. Commander General YAHANNA, SKYPE. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find that in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, as well as Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashara, which means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of every increase the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, it's a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations.
Salaki, if I could, real quick. For everybody who said that they was going to commit to a certain amount or do something as far as the building fund, here's the thing. When I came in the truth, there was no school. All right, everything we did at Captain Shawar's crib for 3-4 years. Now we got a sanctuary. It's beautiful too. Anybody ain't been there, you need to make your way down there and go and see it. Right? In Florida, I.S.U.P.K came from New York City, Harlem, New York. Now in Florida, we got a place, right? We got to keep it. Make sure that if you had said you was going to do something, or if you're able to do something, that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as helping us out with that building. It goes a long way. Our Sabbath services, now instead of us booking the places for us to have our feast days, our high holy days, we can go right to the school. So y'all just make sure y'all understand the importance of it. And you know what I'm saying, if you want to do something, man, hit me up. If you're supposed to do something, you already know what you're supposed to do. This ain't the church. We ain't passing the collection rate plate around 3, 4, 5 times. You know what you're supposed to do, just do it. If you can do it, just do it. If you can't do it, just communicate. All right? Keep going on.
Upcoming holy convocations. The next one we have is the Feast of Dedication, or Hanukkah, which is the 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days, which will be Wednesday, starting Wednesday, December 9th, 2020, for the span of 8 days. You can find that in the Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61.
It's December 9th?
Come on.
What? Wednesday?
Come on.
Boy, hey, listen. But I just got in a big fight with my supervisor, made her give me Thursday off. All right, go ahead. Salaki, I'll fix that tomorrow. She just put me on Wednesday to take me out Thursday. Boy, I'm slipping, boy. Go ahead.
Come.
Damn.
If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, you ought to start wearing all black. That includes boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarves, armbands, whatever you want to wear, all black. All right, we're going to start the Lord's Prayer.
Damn, Wednesday, bro.
Come.
You sure?
Come.
Damn.
Imagine, which means everybody stand. Lapan Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east.
Lord have mercy.
Make sure your phone's on mute. Repeat after me. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutaka. Raba'a. Ratazaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Bataratza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawafnawa. Wasalaknawa. Kabawafyanawa. Wala'a. Tabi'anawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashaynawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Watapara. I will
Aman. In English, what we said. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Yadin Matah, which means hands down. Sar, which means return. Men of Israel, we're going to set up a courtesy salute to the teacher. Take your phones off of mute. Men of Israel, my name is Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yadin Matah. What we say in the English was, Most High, in the name of Yahushua, bless you. Men of Israel, we're going to set up a courtesy salute to the sisters of the class. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat. Imagine. Barak.
Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yadin Matah. What we said in the English was, Most High watch over you in the name of Yahushua. Dismiss.
Shalom, Yahshua.